This project started a long time ago, a quarter of a century. Not the film with Pina, but a film for Pina. And literally the first time I met Pina. And was completely overwhelmed and couldn't believe that something so beautiful existed and I had not ever seen it. And met Pina and said, we have to do something together. She says, yeah. Until this whole thing turned around, and then she started asking me, Wim, when are we going to do this movie you're talking about? And then I really thought about it, and then I had to answer, I'm not really quite sure how to do it, because when I started to consider how to film her dance theater, I realized I didn't know how. It was very, very special, and it needed to be filmed in a very special way, and I felt I had not access to it with my film technology. And then I visited her and told her about 3D, and that I figured that that was the solution to my problem, and the solution to how the camera could conquer the very space of the dancers. She had never seen any 3D films, only knew what I was excited about. And finally said, well, show me something, but Pina died a week before. Shockingly so, for all of us, from one day to another. None of us had thought that possible. None of her dancers, her whole company was completely struck by it. Her family. She heard about that she had cancer, and a week later she was dead. That was the end of the film as I had planned it. We cancelled everything, we stopped it. The film that I had wanted to do together with Pina was no longer possible, and we pulled the plug. It was the dancers really who said, listen, then we're now going to play all these. We're going to do all these plays that the two of you put on the schedule. We're going to perform them. And it's a crying shame that you're not filming, because Pina's look is still on them, and you really owe it to her. She would want you to do them, and we want you to do. So we realized we might not forgive ourselves in another year or two that we didn't do it. So we jumped back on and decided to make another film. And together with our dancers, we jumped into this work, which was of course now much more of an homage, and it was also for all of us a work to overcome that shock and to learn to deal with the fact that none of us had been able to say goodbye to her. So the film became a way for all of us to say goodbye.